Good morning, students. This is class 10 science, lesson 6. Today's topic is nutrition in amoeba. In a previous class, we have studied the various modes of nutrition. Today, in detail, we will study nutrition in amoeba. So, class, you are aware that all animals are heterotrophs and are dependent on other organisms for their nutrition. However, different animals have different modes of nutrition for obtaining food depending upon their body organization. It depends upon their body organization. For example, unicellular organisms do not have a proper digestive system. Unicellular organisms are single cell organisms. They do not have a proper digestive system and can take food from the entire body surface, and or they can take food from entire body surface or from a certain point, certain specific point. As animals become complex, as their body structure become complex, specialized organs develop for carrying out specific function. These organs together constitute a complex digestive system to obtain nutrition. The complexity of the digestive system increases with the complexity of the organism, but the basic steps of nutrition, either whether it is a unicellular or multicellular, the basic steps of nutrition are the same in all animals. And you can see in the picture, amoeba, amoeba is approaching a food particle, then with the help of its false foot. What are false foot? Pseudopodia. See, this skin extends and falls, pseudopodia. This food particles gets entrapped in this pseudopodia. The wall over here breaks and the food particle is engulfed. Food vacuole digest food particle, digested food, and then the food particle waste is ejected. We'll study the process in detail. Now, the different processes involved in holozoic nutrition in amoeba are ingestion. What is ingestion? Amoeba is a microscopic organism. It is found in freshwater, ponds, pools, ditches. It is a unicellular protist, and is capable of changing its shape. It can change its shape because it can extend temporary finger-like projections called pseudopodia. See, these are pseudopodia. Temporary finger-like projections, these are pseudopodia. So, it can extend its skin into its shape. It can change, it can form temporary finger-like projections called pseudopodia from its body, from the outer wall of the body. The pseudopodia are used for obtaining nutrition as well as for locomotion. So they serve dual purpose, locomotion also and for nutrition also. Amoeba is a holozoic organism. Holozoic means obtains whole food and feeds on small organisms such as protozoans, algae, and rotifers. The food can be ingested through any part of the body. It can ingest food from any part of the body surface. The process of obtaining solid food is termed as phagocytosis. The process of obtaining solid food is termed as phagocytosis. It comprises the following steps. What happens when amoeba approaches its prey? It stretches out its pseudopodia around the food particle. See, when it approaches its prey, it extends its pseudopodia around the food particle. Gradually, the pseudopodia encircles the food completely and the tips fuse with each other. See, gradually, these pseudopodia are extending and the tips of the pseudopodia fuse. At the point of fusion, the membrane dissolves and a food vacuole is formed containing the food vacuole. So, the part where this two ends fuse, a food vacuole. This is the food vacuole. Food vacuole is formed containing the food particle. The food vacuole gets fused with the lysosome, a digestive organelle present in the cytoplasm, which releases digestive enzymes within the food vacuole. So digestive enzymes are released in this food vacuole. The enzymes digestion breaks down the complex food into simple ones. Digestive enzymes breaks this complex food into simple ones. The digested food get absorbed into the cytoplasm and gets assimilated here. The digestive food is absorbed and get assimilated. Assimilated food material is utilized for growth, reproduction, and to provide energy for various life activities. The food vacuole containing undigested food material moves towards the surface of any part of the body and is thrown out. And this is known as egestion. Now, this is how amoeba obtains its food. But see, the basic process, the different processes involved in holozoic nutrition in amoeba are: first is ingestion. Ingestion means taking the food in. Ingestion is a process of taking in the food into the body either by swallowing or absorbing. Amoeba pushes out the pseudopodia to encircle the food and engulf it, forming a food vacuole. This process is known as phagocytosis. I've already explained you. This process is known as phagocytosis. Then the next step is digestion. What is digestion? Digestion is the process of breaking the insoluble and large food molecule into soluble and minute molecules. In amoeba, food vacuoles are transported deeper into the cell with the help of digestive enzymes. The large insoluble particles are broken down into the simple molecules. I've shown you in the diagram also. This food particle is broken into simple food with the help of digestive enzymes. The third step is absorption. In this process of absorption, the nutrients from the digested food material are absorbed into the cell's cytoplasm by leaving behind the undigested particles. What happens? The nutrients from the digested food material is absorbed and undigested particle is left behind. This process is called diffusion in amoeba. The excess food is stored in the form of glycogen and lipids. Some food is utilized, but the excessive food is stored in the form of glycogen and lipids. This is the process of absorption. The fourth process, that is assimilation. Assimilation is a process of obtaining energy from the absorbed food molecules. The process of obtaining energy from the absorbed food material is termed as assimilation. In amoeba, absorbed food molecules are utilized for producing the energy required to carry out different life processes within the cell. The last step is egestion. Egestion is the process of excretion of undigested food material. Means the process of removal of undigested food material is termed as egestion. In amoeba, this process is carried out by rupturing the cell membrane to remove the undigested food material from its body. So this is how nutrition takes place in amoeba. I hope you have understood. Nutrition in amoeba comes as a 3-marker in paper. It comes as a 3-marker in paper. You have to draw the diagrams also and all the steps of nutrition. Thank you and have a nice day.